there is a new edition of Clue coming out. And the big change in this game is there's nothing to do.
Actual blood.
That would be a good twist. It's a forensic case. You have to spray it with luminol.
It's my blood.
It's the Twilight Zone episode? No, nothing to do with the gameplay, but one of the characters, one of the beloved characters, is being subbed out for a new one. Miss White, I believe, was the hot maid. Yeah.
Oh, was he hot? I always remember as some old lady.
Oh, well, in the movie she was.
Oh, okay.
I think they've gone back and forth depending on, like, over the years who's doing the art for it. Sometimes she's like a nice, kindly old maid, and sometimes she's like the, whoa, crazy fantasy maid. Anyway, not anymore. She's being replaced with the character Dr. Orchid. The reason this is significant is because this character is Asian, and it is the first, and currently now only, non-white character in the game of Clue. So it's a way of they're trying to diversify this classic game. We don't see a lot.
The thing is, it's sort of weird for me the big reason is because to me, outside of, I will say gender's locked in because it is Miss Scarlet, Colonel, like, those probably, but in this season, I'm surprised they didn't just draw Professor Plum as a black guy or something. Like to me, that just seems so. Like, I mean, I understand why it's big, but then I'm shocked why it took because to me, I understand the gender norms because some of their titles, but there's nothing I think any of them would imply race for.
You're saying there's why make a new character when you could easily
No, it's not even like make a new character. I'm not against it. It's just I'm shocked. How long has Clue been around?
Like 50 years probably.
That there one time an artist didn't make one of them let's just make it a different race. That's what I'm more shocked about.
I guess at Hasbro they're really protective
to me,
of these
those
characters.
pieces aren't
Well, I think also the newer versions they actually look like people. The old ones were just sorry pawns.
I guess, but still, I'm that's what's surprising to me because to me it's not like. I will get furious if Professor Plum dare me.
Right. The thing that I thought is a little weird about it is that they named her Dr. Orchid,
which I guess then it actually isn't turned a little more racist. Then
it's not like super. I'm not offended by it, but when you're trying to go over the more PC diversity route, you could have come up with that. It's like naming an American guy like Mr. Eagle or something. I don't know. I think it's borderline. They could have thought about that a little harder, but one step at a time, right? You gotta.
Well, my suggestion is they shouldn't have made Dr. Orchid. They should have turned Miss White into a butler. Because we can always blame it on the butler then. And then just shuffle out the other ones. Like, for example, the Colonel and Professor are I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but gender neutral.
Sure, yeah.
So those could have been switched.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who all the names are.
Oh, God.
But even for example, Miss Scarlet, you could have just drawn, like I said, just change the race. No one would know. It's still a red dress.
Right.
They'll probably avoid Native American or something like that.
She could still be, she could still be Miss White. Just because her name is White doesn't mean it defines her race. Anyway, it's there are some weird things here, but overall, it's encouraged. We should encourage them to. Do this kind of thing.
It's like funny.
Yeah. Why shouldn't the Monopoly guy be Greek or something? I don't know. Go crazy. Diversify.
No. There has to be a thimble. If there's no thimble, I'm out.
We've replaced the thimble. All right. So this should be coming out soon. I don't know when. Probably this year, but.
Check it out.
I'm sure a whole generation of little Asian girls now will be inspired to become possible murder suspects after playing Clue. Right? Because before they didn't have a role model to be able to do that for.
I guess this is just a weird story. We just took it
We took it in a weird place, and that's why people tune in because we give you the unique take.